YouTube? Kennard Vernon Stewart here for Vernon Speaks Sports Auburn and Auburn Football Sports Talk. Go ahead and like the video, comment, and subscribe to the channel. As always, it's great to be an Auburn Tiger. War Eagle. So I know you guys, unless you've been hiding under a rock, you've seen what has been going on in the Auburn football stratosphere. Most recently, Anthony Schwartz, world-class sprinter and wide receiver for the Auburn Tigers, decides to declare for the NFL, which has been kind of a source of criticism. A lot of folks will think, well, maybe he's not quite developed, or, he's fast enough, but we just haven't seen enough consistent reps to say whether his talent will transfer over to the NFL. Then, most notably, Seth Williams, wide receiver out of Cottondale, Alabama, ironically Paul W. Bryant High School, four-star recruit there, decides to come to Auburn. Was I would say a very impactful player for the Tigers on this particular squad. The only issue, if I could say I had an issue with Seth Williams, is his inability to, or seeming inability to show up in the big games. If you look at it statistically, he never really had breakout games against some of his higher ranked opponents and rivals. That was one of the biggest hiccups. But as far as being clutch, especially in that Texas A&M game back in 2018, that's when we really kind of started to keep our eyes a little closely on Seth Williams. That was a huge thing for then. Now, going into the 2021 season, yes, I think Auburn will absolutely miss Seth Williams and Anthony Schwartz, if nothing else, because of their experience. But I'm getting to the point that now that I look at video footage on the totality of the offense, especially last year, I borderline can't blame them. Bo Nix struggled mightily with fundamentals and getting the ball to the guys. The offensive line struggled because of whether it was because they were being pieced together or because of inexperience. It just turned out to be just a debacle where Auburn just didn't score that many points this year. It was just very disappointing. Couldn't get the running game going with Tank Bigsby, although Tank Bigsby, even missing a few games, still mustered 834 yards. So you can only imagine what a full season, and then let's just say throw a couple of cupcakes in to where you can rake up about 200 yards. You're probably looking at a 1,300-yard guy in Tank Bigsby. Very excited that, at least as far as Instagram goes, says that he's going to be coming back. But definitely when I look at this, especially with the wide receivers, sometimes, especially under the Gus Malzahn era, you scratch your head and you wonder, why aren't certain guys playing? These highly acclaimed, highly recruited guys come to Auburn and you never see them again. Elijah Canion, I actually forgot about him before he made that big catch against Northwestern. Of course, we've seen bits and pieces of Kobe Hudson all year. It's great to see him make some plays. I think he will be a lot more impactful here in the 2021 season. And, Xavion Capers, who actually got hurt in this game, he's shown some flashes of greatness. And get these guys some reps. That's the thing that was a huge heartburn for the Auburn fan base, is that these guys come to Auburn, like I said before, and they just get thrown deep into the bench with guys that, Shanaker, why is he split out wide? These personnel packages between Gus Malzahn and Chad Morris, I just really didn't understand it. Great formations, great scheme, but personnel packages does not spell anything that's going to have a defense off balance. And that's the thing that I didn't understand when you have guys like Elijah Canion and Kobe Hudson and Xavion Capers playing limited roles in the offense where these guys can go ahead and break out. That has been part of the frustration of the Auburn fan base with Gus Malzahn. Just think back, say even to 2017. You have a wide receiver package that includes Eli Stove, I think Darius Slayton was on that. Yeah, Darius Slayton and Will Hastings and Eli Stove. When you have guys like Nate Craig Myers on the bench, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just, those types of personnel packaging decisions, I just really didn't understand from Gus Malzahn, and which is part of the reason why he's probably not there. Just inexplicable decision making when it came to personnel packages. But I think, what Bryan Harsin, it looked like, just from the video footage that I've seen on his offense, it looks like he does a good job of putting guys in the right position offensively to create some imbalance. He likes picking on the linebacker, likes picking on the nickelback, especially in the passing game. So, and I really like how, and this is why I don't know if Bo Nix will be the right fit for this particular offense unless he changes some things mentally and schematically. Bryan Harsin, if you look at the way his offensive scheme develops, and that's what it is, it develops. Bo Nix has not shown the patience to allow plays to develop. Maybe it's because of the offensive line. Maybe he's, just a little, of course, dealing with two offensive coordinators. But looking at video footage of Bo Nix in high school, his game is chaotic, and you can't be a chaotic quarterback when you're trying to fit in a system that's all about plays developing. You got to let the play run its full course. And it's just going to be interesting to see if Bo Nix is going to be able to do that. And I'm not too sure that he is. We'll see that a lot more things are going to happen here in the next couple of weeks. Some personnel changes, obviously. We'll see who stays, see who goes. Like the video, comment, and subscribe. And as always, it's great to be an Auburn Tiger, War Eagle.